We are now going to welcome someone that all of us are very, very fond of. We're going to welcome Vandita Morarka, the founder and CEO of One Future Collective. She's going to come up here and talk to all of us a little bit about One Future Collective, what we do, who we are, and what the One Future Festival has meant for us and why we wanted to have it and what we've achieved through it. Vandita?
All right. Thank you, everyone. I see a bunch of attendees and a lot of familiar faces and a lot of encouragement. I want to just start by saying a big, big, big thank you for giving us 3 of your days and nights. You all have legit stayed with us morning to night, and it's been such a beautiful experience. It was the first time we put together a festival. What started out as a community space for just healing and learning quickly turned into this big advocacy and fundraising effort to make this go larger, right? To think about what does it mean to be radically kind? What does it mean to work towards social justice in a way that does not center us, but centers the people who support us and who make our lives like happy. I'm so happy with all the messages. Thank you. It's very sweet and I'm very awkward, so I'm going to ignore a bit of that. But I also want to talk to you a little bit about One Future Collective. One Future Collective is an organization I founded in 2017. It's an organization that was built by the vision of what does the world look like when you build it on social justice, not on service, not on something you get because a philanthropist decides they feel good today and they want to give away some money, but you get it because it's your right, right? The structures are made in a way where the rights of everybody and the lives of everybody are equally valued and equally available. So you have the same access, same opportunities, and the same like chances at joy and liberation as everyone else. And that's what we started with. We have evolved a lot, of course, and I'm going to take a minute to tell you how. We started with a strong focus on youth leadership. And while that remains, we now have 5 pathways to doing the work that we do. We do work on knowledge, on advocacy, on community organizing, on youth leadership and engagement, as well as on providing feminist services, which are legal, mental health, and other support services. I know you all have been a great audience for 3 days. We'd love to have you continue to engage with us later. But the reason I'm here, apart from introducing One Future Collective, is to introduce the wonderful team that made the festival possible. So I'm going to ask my team to turn on their videos, share a little bit about what was so special about this team during the festival. And I hope you will join me in congratulating each of them on being able to pull something like this off. I think I heard that there were people who were really amazed that we're like a team of 16 people with 3 or 4 people out of commission because of COVID. And we're a really small team that's been able to do something fairly big. So we're very, very excited about that. I want to share that in March, I felt like my mental health went to shit. Like I felt like it wasn't, like my mind wasn't working. I felt that in February and I took a sabbatical in March. And each of these people here stepped up to do more than I could have imagined a colleague ever doing. So I'm not even going to say they're just colleagues. And they put together this brilliant, beautiful festival. I still don't see Jerin, so I'm going to wait a little bit. But before I do that, the team you see on your screen, except for Jerin, who I think will be joining in a bit, is the team that made your festival possible. They made this space possible. So big, big, big shout out to them. I see a lot of comments and I'm so glad to see that. If anyone wants to unmute and share a word of appreciation, please raise your hand and we will unmute you and allow you to share. But before I do that, I'm also going to call upon 2 special people to share. Jerin's not yet here, but Uttanshi showed amazing leadership and stepped up to lead the festival. So Uttanshi, if there's something you'd like to share. And then we'll go to Jerin and like you can take a minute, like just a minute to speak and that's fine.
Thanks, Vandita. Jerin also, hi. we didn't know where you were in the last, I think, 10 seconds. But no, I just want to say that I'm really glad that I got to do this with a team as amazing as this and not with anyone else. I feel like it wouldn't have been possible with a team, with even one of you not being available, right? With the amount of love and dedication each of us shows, I think it's incredible that we're able to do what we can. But more than that, for all of you who've tuned in, for all of you who've given us your time at a time like this, thank you, because without you, this festival wouldn't have worked. So yeah, thank you for showing up so honestly, so bravely. I think some of you have been here with us for 2.5 days straight. And just for that, I want to say thank you. Jerin, yeah, okay, you're there. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, thank you, all of you. I would say thank you to all the people from all across the country who have joined in with us and letting us sort of let this space be the space that we envisioned it to be. The team had a lot of planning, had a lot of dreams and ideas that went into the building and creating and co-creating of this space, the space that you see as the holistic One Future Festival, right? But we were able to make it the festival that it has been only because of all of you. So while I also want to give a huge shout out to this wonderful team that has been there with us, I mean, we have been working together like this one collective force. We have been covering for each other. We have been pushing each other, encouraging each other, bringing out the best in each other, pushing each other out of comfort zones, and I mean, being each other's greatest cheerleaders. And I think in the planning and building of this festival, the first edition of this festival, we have all also grown as leaders. And I couldn't have asked for a better team to do this together with. So thank you, and big, big, big shout out to all of you. You all are amazing. You all are wonderful. And this festival was possible only because of this wonderful, amazing, kind team that I've had at One Future Collective. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Uttanshi, and thank you, Jerin, for sharing. We may not have time for everyone to share from the team, but I want to read out that there's so much love for you in the chat. And there are people, like I know that over the days, people have said that this is the only place they've felt safe in, they've not felt anxious in, they felt like they've learned something, and more than anything, and you know this is the most important thing for us, they don't feel as lonely as they did when they started and when they joined the festival. And to be able to do that during a time when we're also isolated is a beautiful feeling. So congratulations to each of you.